You might even give up the first blood, to be perfectly honest, but if you're able to then kill the Viper, TP back, kill him again, I think it would be a win for Fnatic if they're able.
Like he's gotten out of a very tough spot for him in the laning stages. We take a look at mid. Moon looking to have a pretty good time. Both the damage at the moment, Armel, pretty even, which is actually dead even at the moment from Moon. So we'll see if he wants to go for some stats to kind of keep up with the Invoker, who's has looks like parts of the null coming out.
Yeah, Febby's doing a good job with his pulls, making sure he's denying as much as he can away from jabs, but he's already at a little bit of a experience disadvantage, getting gone on a little bit here actually. Jabs might go for the kill.
Underneath the tier 2 tower, Febby's going to end up falling. Nicely done from Jabs, the point blank arrow, and just a little solo kill he gets, and now he's going to be able to take over some of the small camp experience.
Low.
It's a very good start to this game one. I mean, they got a 1,000 net worth lead very early on, but it just shows how strong at least this start to the laning stage has been. And Jabs is even going to get a nice little D-ward as well. So now this is going to enable a lot of his rotations, being able to go from top to mid and just kind of running on that backside. A lot of the time, the Mirana wants to kind of find the angle on behind the tier 1 just for this arrow. It's going to give the mid lane Invoker a little bit less of a time to be able to react with how his camera is going to be positioning. So you see he's even got kind of a deeper ward as well.
Perfect ward as well, because you know with this that they're going to try and give him some sort of stacks, and you know that's catching essentially two. You know, the one that it actually has vision on, as well as the fact that you're probably going to be pulling this stack closest to the tier 1 tower to the right.
Oh no. Finds DJ coming mid. Meanwhile, Masros just solo kills Gabbi up top, but we'll keep an eye on mid as Urgo does end up set up for the stun. Well, that's all they needed to close the distance. It's a nice kill hunting KP. Meanwhile, mid though, Moon, well, a little bit low, doesn't have a whole lot of mana as well to be able to turn and help out Jabs, but it looks like it was just trying to get himself away from the aggression. So nice use of the Stampede there, nets himself a kill, but they do now know that Masros doesn't have this, although push them onto two. Tim's going to end up falling. Masros is playing out of his mind in this laning stage, and now with the arrow clips on top of this Ven as well. Hofsum still on cooldown. Jab's going to come over. It's only 1 point up in the Starstorm, but Gabbi, he doesn't have a stun for another 5 seconds here, and along with the Purification, that's on cooldown as well. Perfect lead.
Oh,
Jabs, he blocks the retreat. This man is just styling on them at the moment. Armel's going to TP forward. Finally, they get the king, or do they? Fairy Fire? He's got the real. Oh, it's not enough. The 1-2 sticks, unfortunately, but man, Jabs is with the cleave. I mean, 4 points maxed out already. So you are going to be able to catch up, but it's still got to keep in mind though, like shutting down his lane, and it's going to be very obvious where this Ven wants to play. I mean, he's just going to try and position himself around the triangle, so this can give Fnatic, you know, opportunities to move in with the Mirana ulti and just, you know, place some vision as well.
And that makes Masros's role in this game so important. He needs to constantly be pushing this wave in to make sure that it is obvious when the Sven is off farming things in the jungle. And well, he found an Omni Knight. That's one little bit of information. And now Gabbi, he's going to stack up that Ancients a third time and start to farm it up.
DJ will end up falling. Raven's going to get a return kill by the bounty timing. So looks like Zen comes over and snags. It's going to be 1 for 2 overall across the map.
Great
here.
timings on the aggression from KP, by the way. All throughout that, Gabbi was just taking that gigantic Ancient stack. Now he's able to rotate through to mid. He's going to keep pushing with this siege creep. So right now it's just delaying as much as possible on TNC to make sure that they're not focusing on the Sven.
And at TNC, they're looking to turn though. Armel baited out this now with the rotation coming through from the outpost. KP is going to get involved as well. The Moonlight to try and give them some space to retreat away. But the consequence is going to be DJ's life. As meanwhile, we just see Gabbi having a very nice time in the jungle. He's able to catch up already. They want to go back forward. Moon finds the Omni, the perfect arrow combo as well. Tim's going to try and disrupt this with a Rolling Thunder. Perfect chain lockdown on the Mirana, and it doesn't have any mana to be able to leap away. So it's a couple of heroes down from Radiant, but you do see, you know, what's occurring across the map though. Like Gabbi's getting a lot out of this.
Run away. You know, he's going to be level 15 by that point, so he can just stun, kill her. Simple as that.
Yeah, well, for Dire, they're going to smoke up trying to utilize that ward that Febby placed deep previously, but unfortunately Radiant, they're kind of potentially aware as DJ and Moon sitting behind the tier 2 tower. You got Masteros still continuing to play up top, who had a very good start to the game, 2-5-3 at the moment. He does have this blink coming out for the Centaur, so it looks like they want to try and maybe smoke up and make a play happen as Moon also with the MKB.
They've taken the entire jungle away from Fnatic, but Gabbi, he might get caught out here. The smoke pops.
Blink forward, and now he's just going to get melted down. Gabbi will pay the price, and now they're hunting for more. Masteros with that Stampede, although it looks like with the pings, they want some objectives instead.
This game feels like it's in Fnatic's favor quite comfortably.
They are kind of posturing around the high ground ward that they have at the moment. Radiant, they're coming over. See how they can initiate Masteros, two-man hook storm. They got the shackle as well on top of Gabbi, who's just getting shredded by the Wind Ranger. Though with the stun, provides some distance, moves in trouble. Now Tim's going to roll forward as well. Arrow connects, but Gabbi has got the rest of the team here to try and provide some distance. Now Armel with Tornado, Morphling controlled up. He's got the man to be able to get rid of the Orchid, but now he's just completely burned out of mana. And Raven, he's in trouble. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. It's 3 down from Fnatic. They even get the vision on Jabs as well. So it looks like this Mirana. Can you retreat away? Armel's hunting. He's actually going to try and go down to the southern side near the river.
That Silver Edge DJ is dead.
Nicely done. That's a big fight for Dire. I mean,
And that is... Oh, God Strength's just finishing, but they probably still take Roach if they want it. I think wanting to... What happens just play around that's the big response. And this is exactly what Fnatic need to be doing. They need to be pushing aggressively, get the Bloodlust onto the Siege Creep as well. So this top tower is going to go down pretty quickly as well.
So they're going to trade towers, although it does look Dire thinking about offering up a defense as Tims and Cole are TPing forward. They didn't get that tower fast enough, and now they want to continue defending with the blink straight on top of the Morphling, but Raven's able to get the attribute shift off, and now they still have the Stampede if they want to reset the fight. They're on top of the backline. Gabbi, he finds the Yoga, Mastros with counter initiation. Can they protect DJ? It looks like with the Tornado, however, it's going to clip his life, and now Mastros is trouble as well. Stampede's going to wear off so they can continue chasing forward for more, as Gabbi will cleave him down, and now Tnc. I mean, even though they're down the ages, they are just looking to take these fights straight head-to-head against Fnatic. Bounties as well. Although Raven still hanging around bot. They haven't seen this at the moment. They don't have any vision at the bottom side, but they do also see with that lane ward. Dire well aware that they're posturing aggressively. KP's going to face check this, takes the full brunt of the force with a focus fire, and it looks like KP's in trouble though. Febby pops the ultimate, and KP still ticking him down though. It looks like Gabbi wants to go back in. God's Strength's going to get utilized here, but a nice shackles time for Moon. They can counter initiate forward as well. The Centaur, can they chain lock him down though? Sven is always going to be able to bounce back and forth with that Superman, and then we go straight on top of the Mirana.
They know Raven's here though. They know Raven is TP'd, but they've got the vision.
They're still control. Oh my god, the damage from Gabbi deals with the first life, and now Tim's control with the Rolling Thunder as well. He's got a couple of positions. Do you want to bounce back and forth? Just Gabbi's damage is so much paired up with the Alacrity, and now they find the Morphling as well. Bounce back once again. Masteros going to try and disrupt the backline, but a real battle is going to be the position. Once it's a quick Orchid, Raven gets out with thanks to the Mance up, and now they're hunting though. Armel Tornadoes up, and Raven just nowhere to run to. As this Sven, you can't kite him, and once again Masteros still trying to do whatever he can on the backline, but to triple for Gabbi and Fnatic, they're going to end up losing 4. And I mean, Tnc, they've just been running them left, right, and center across the map. The plays they've made, even though they've been down the ages, has just been so incredible. There's ward on the high ground, so Moon's going to show mid. They still want to continue to wrap through it with the rest of the team. See, it's a massive wrap, but it looks like Tnc, they are so aware of this.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Scanning it up. Didn't pop just yet, but you can see the one standing on the front lines is Febby, a bit of a sacrificial lamb here.
I mean, a jab showed, but they know that Moon is mid, so if they actually want to try and hunt, Armel's looking for someone.
Timing on the smoke perfect as well. They're starting to make their move.
Goes sentry drop. Masteros is in trouble here. Still Moon hasn't grouped up with the rest of Fnatic as well. Pops Stampede's going to try and retreat away to the northern tree line, but looks like he's in trouble. Just that poison ticking him down. Centaur's got to buy back though if he wants to rejoin them, but it looks like the rest of Radiant, they're going to dip out, try and get the lane shoved in. They know that Roshan, well, this Febby scouted out that Roche is up, and they've got the timer as well.
TNC have just been in this ball, just a huge bundle together that never has the potential to get picked off. And even more, Wind Ranger it's all single target focused, right? And he's gone into a Chrysalis, so kind of doubling down on this style. I thought maybe he might opt to go into something like a Hex or something like that, so you can at least, you know, CC someone else while you're trying to burst down a secondary target.
Moon could be in trouble. Gabbi's able to find him, has to pop the BKB more defensively here, and now with the TP out under the cover of the Magic Community.
Bash.
Moon is fine, but now off for the western side as well. Arma's going to be careful. They got the ward sentry combination. They're going to try and blink for from Astaros, but where's the fault? They get rid of the Lincolns. Arma protected thanks to the Omni Knight straight on top of the backline. Now with the BKB pop, he's going to try and look to turn the Tornado. Meanwhile, Gabbi going to work on top of DJ, but it's just a position 5 at the moment. They want a better target. Looks like unfortunately Centaur, no retreat capabilities. He's going to be dead in this bottom side as he's down for 60. He's going to buy back the game and also won the warding battle as well.
It feels like they're just having to play so much more reactively than TNC, right?
Yep.
Like all of their wards are just on defensive parts of the map. Whereas, you know, you look at TNC, they're aggressive. You know, they're trying to make pickoffs happen. We're going to be able to take away this this camp from him, or sorry, this outpost. So get that experience.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, sorry, they're going to split it.
Oh, a double damage rune. Oh, Moon. He wants to steal it. He got it. But it could cost him his life now, though. Maybe they were baiting it potentially as Moon. I mean, he doesn't have a buyback.
Yeah.
Just insta-tip from Gabbi. I mean, that is,
He had the vision, so there's no excuse there.
Mid pushed in, Bod's getting shoved in as well, and just once again, look at the steroids that they give over to Gabbi, and knowing that he's not buying back, they want to try and end it.
It's so hard to kill anyone, you know, even Armel, he's picked up that Shaco, so he's sitting at 3.3k HP.
They're going to try and move forward on Raven's illusion. KP just controlling with the ATOS, making it difficult for the Morphling to go on top of the backline, where we see Max Ross going instantly with the double stun, but it's not going to matter because this has got the follow-up with the Rolling Thunder, and now that Heavenly Grace along with the Guardian Angel just nulling out any damage that the Morphling's able to dish out at the moment as Die just running rampant inside the base. 4 down, Die back on the Mirana. This Morphling hasn't felt like there's been much impact this game at all. It's just Dire. They played the game incredibly methodically as Raven just goes back in on an illusion, unfortunately, so he's going to pay the prices. But he's still got the man to try and play around with that attribute shift as well if he can get back inside the base. But when range is about to be up in 5 seconds, let's see if they can hold thing on Fnatic. Status resistance and the Heavenly Grace, but I mean, Armel can just go back forward. There we go, Hex to start, they got the follow-up, but now he's in trouble, gets a force off for some positioning. Sven's gonna fly through with the Superman, but on top of the backline, Wind Ranger getting controlled, so can't find the damage to be able to pick a hero off. Sven falling pretty low, pops the cheese, but out of the shotgun as well. Morphling will pay the price, but the real question is can you bring down Gabbi? Nice 2-man shackle. Raven, he needs to get in range to be able to do something. Actually, Lincoln's pops a replicant, so he's unable to utilize this through this engagement. Dire, they're sticking around a little bit too long here. Let's see if they want to reset, considering Fnatic going to be up in a couple seconds here. They're back in though. Tim's once again with the Rolling Thunder, just a constant chain lockdown, making it so awkward for them to be able to take these engagements. Raven pops the BKB, he's going to try and look to turn to deal with Gabbi, but they don't have the detection now. Once Armel instead, the BKB is about to expire. Gabbi's back in, he's got the ultimate, the cleave as well. It's going to be able to bring down the Wind Ranger now with the visible way forward as well. Morphling falling incredibly low. Raven is going to waveform back up. You've got to keep in mind the throne's exposed as well, but what can they do to defend the base? As Master with the 3-man hoofs on, no detection. Once again, Gabbi's able to turn. He's got the sustain coming through. Master's trying to utilize that flicker, but it looks like that's all she wrote. As TNC, an incredible game 1 victory. Gabbi gets an ultra to end it 43 minutes in.
How fun of a hero is Sven, huh? It just seems very fun and balanced, especially when you don't even need to worry about popping a BKB until they're all dead, you know, you've just got